they just say अभी तक करते हो.
हाँ, exactly.
इस उम्र में, and you know that word इस उम्र में, sometimes I used to get annoyed before कि what has happened, मतलब what is this age, क्या हुआ है?
Yeah. How does it matter?
You know. But now I take it, it's okay, you know, they say that. Because my mother, she worked till her last breath, she was cooking and doing the whole housework.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law is 80 plus. And she does everything. She has been writing books even now. So in our family, this is what I have seen. Everybody is just working.
Welcome to Gen Seasoned. Hi, I'm Anuradha, and today I'm speaking to Dr. Asha Gauri Shankar, a retired or rather seasoned maths professor who has reinvented herself through her YouTube channel explaining maths concepts not just to children but adults as well. Hello, Dr. Asha ji.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Anuradha.
No, I'm not doctor.
It's okay. Thank you, Anuradha, for such a nice intro.
Yeah, there is a long intro which I will let you say. You know, I was reading, you've been a Delhi University where you were a maths professor for 41 years.
Yeah.
And you did your PhD from Imperial College London. So a little bit if you can tell us about your background.
Okay. Actually, I come from a family of teachers and authors. My father was a teacher in a school, and we are 7 brothers and sisters, and all of us were in teaching except one of my brothers who was an engineer, and even their wives and husbands were all in teaching. So it's just a family of teachers. And I remember as a child, my father used to write books by hand, and if there were no photocopy or anything, if he has to rewrite, he would not rewrite the whole page. He would maybe rewrite, say, half the page, or then they would just stick it. So my mother used to make the lay, because a lot of
I remember the lay. Huh?
And actually my mother, she was class 5 pass, but she has been the force behind all of us to see that we all, especially the girls, should study and work. Basically, we all should work. And in fact, for one of my sisters, the Pandit said that she will not do class 10 even, but she did her MA. So, since coming from a family of teachers and writers, we obviously have to study. That is really running in our blood.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did my schooling from Convent of Jesus and Mary, and the maths level was not that good in that school. Because
which city was this?
Delhi. I'm born and brought up in Delhi.
Okay.
So the maths level was not so good. So my brother decided that, I should change school. So I changed to Lady Irwin School. And mathematics, obviously, the level was quite high as compared to Jesus and Mary, because there it used to be senior Cambridge at that time. I'm talking of the 60s. So after my schooling, when I was in class 11, there was this National Science Talent exam, NCRT conducted.
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so I got that scholarship, but that was for basic sciences. I took a biology to become a doctor. But since the scholarship was for 9 years and you had to pursue only basic sciences, so it was really a bit difficult not to take the scholarship. Also, I didn't do as well as I expected in biology. Though of course I got a distinction, but it was not up to my mark. So I decided, okay, I'll take up mathematics. So I did BSc Maths Honours from Ramjis College, Delhi. And I topped amongst all the graduate students. That means BSc, MSc, BA, MA, and also obviously amongst girls. So I got 3 gold medals at that time. Then I did my MSc in mathematics. And then I went to Meerut University to do MPhil. MPhil was not there in Delhi. So immediately I did not get a job in 71 when I passed out. So rather than just registering for PhD, I went to Meerut University, which is now known as Chaudhry Charan Singh University. it had just started 2-3 years ago, this Institute of Advanced Studies.
Okay.
And so I did a PhD, first an MPhil and then a PhD I was doing. In the meantime, I applied for scholarship, Commonwealth scholarship, and I got that. And I was working also in Vivekanand College. I got the job in 73 after my MPhil. And I got the scholarship. So in 1976, I went to London, Imperial College London, to pursue a PhD. But first I had to do an MSc because I was doing a numerical analysis. And in India, this was just a special paper at post-graduation level.
Okay.
And they had an MSc just in numerical analysis. So they wanted me to do that 1 year MSc. So I did that. And in 2.5 years, I completed my PhD. So I came back after 3.5 years.
Oh, wonderful.
In 1980, I came back. In the meantime, I had submitted my PhD, which I was doing from Meerut University also. So when I came back, I had the viva. As you know, in India, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
There, I submitted my thesis on 30th April, and my viva was in July, after 2-3 months. And so I first got my PhD in numerical analysis from London, and then I got my PhD in topology from Chaudhry Charan Singh University. So that's how I did 2 PhDs.
2 PhDs, yeah.
So one in pure and one in applied.
Yeah.
And of course, I continued my studies, my teaching here. And here, I was teaching in Vivekanand College, which is in Vivek Vihar. And I was only teaching BA program, BA pass course it was called. Now it's called BA program.
Okay.
So the level of maths there was much lower. So I applied in different colleges and I managed to get in Lakshmibai College. And so where there was honors in mathematics, so that I could use what I had done in London.
Yeah, right.
So I changed my job from Vivekanand College to Lakshmibai College. So the university remains the same,
yeah,
but the college was different.
Okay. So that's great.
And when I was teaching in Vivekanand College, I used to get not only children from, economically weaker section. I used to get students who were very weak in mathematics, say maybe 45%, 50%. So it was really a challenge to teach them. Also, the medium of instruction of mathematics was Hindi. So I had to teach them at college level, we have to teach in English.
Yeah.
So, what I would do is I'll draw a circle. They would give me the Hindi word. I would give them the English word. And that's how, I would teach them English terminology of maths. And I learned the Hindi terminology because mathematics itself is a language.
Right. That's interesting.
And from there only, I would think of ways how I could create the interest in mathematics so that they would start loving and studying maths. So I used to do a lot of activities with them, organize a lot of competitions in mathematics, charts, models, and other things, which of course is very common nowadays, but it's not so common in the 70s. So my students, they started getting interested in mathematics, and so they started working hard also. And many of my students at that time who did BA program, they are teachers or they have joined banks and all. So they did quite well once they got the interest in mathematics. So that is why I always do these activities, and I would just use material which is just readily available, because it's very difficult to buy things. And at that time, like now, we have a lot of games and all. I would actually develop these games on my own.
Yeah, I can see, the way I was watching some of your shorts, and the way, you've taken 2 glasses of one of water, one of milk, and you're transferring which, does the milk have more water? Does the water have more milk? Things like that. Then, it's very simple, like you're saying, with everyday objects. Then
it is very necessary that we use everyday objects, because that everybody has. Like, I would tell them that I would just show you. I just brought it in my pocket. It was to keep it in my studio here. These toothpicks, if you can see, these were really earbuds. So I would just, I've just removed them, use the earbuds, and then use these to do these mastic problems and all, rather than using matchsticks, because using matchsticks is
Yeah, matchstick problems I've seen on YouTube.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not so good. One can use these. So I would also tell them how they can use everyday objects which are available easily. And actually, once I went to a village near Riva in Madhya Pradesh to do a workshop for the teachers. And I did not take mastics from here, from Delhi. And I thought you would get it everywhere. And you won't believe that I could not get a matchbox there. So the
Oh,
students said, okay, there were small children there. I said, okay, वो झाड़ू होती है ना, जिससे झाड़ू लगाते हैं,
हाँ
सिको,
हाँ, सीख
get
वाली
me
झाड़ू.
those.
Yeah.
So you get me that, and we just need sticks of equal size. So we can just break those and make sticks of equal size. You don't really need matchsticks. And I was quite surprised that even matchsticks are not available. That was a village, that was a school of Shri Aurobindo. So there I went to conduct a workshop for the teachers.
Yeah. First thing I want to ask you before we
Yeah,
get into your YouTube journey, you've told me that you've been teaching maths, you're a double PhD, and you've done so much, you've been teaching all your life. This question comes up, when the minute somebody says 75 plus teaching maths. So, I get asked this, I'm just over 50, and I get, oh, you're still working, okay. Huh? So for you, when somebody asks you, oh, you're 75 plus and you're still active, you're still teaching, how do you even react to that question?
I don't even tell them I'm 75 plus, first of all.
Right.
I
Yeah. So
have
they would
to,
never know, of course. Huh.
yeah, I don't tell
Yeah.
my age.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I would say I'm 20. I
Okay.
never hid my age at that stage.
Yeah.
But now, because they just say, अभी तक करते हो,
हाँ,
इस
exactly.
उम्र में, and that word, इस उम्र में, I sometimes I used to get annoyed before कि what has happened, मतलब what is this age, क्या हुआ है,
Yeah. Yeah. How does it matter?
you know.
Hmm.
But now I take it, it's okay, they say that, because my mother, she worked till her last breath. She was cooking and doing the whole housework.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law is 80 plus, and she does everything. She has been writing books even now. So in our family, I mean, this is what I have seen. Everybody is just working, and they just, I mean, fortunately, nobody has been bedridden. So you just work, and one day you just leave this world. So it's over. It's okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this, previously I used to be very annoyed, and I would say कि क्या हुआ है मेरी उम्र को, मतलब क्या इस उम्र में क्या. But now I think I've got so much used to it, and I understand that perhaps they don't mean it in a bad way. They just feel that I should not be working now, but it's okay. Their journey is different, my journey is different.
Yeah.
In fact, if I don't teach, I crib a lot, I don't feel happy. So this is what it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you're right, what you mentioned, that women at home are working till they're old, they're looking after the house, organizing, managing, even cooking, getting into the kitchen, doing things, So women in the house are actually working. So then nobody asks them, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the thing.
In fact, I feel I've got more time now to do whatever I want, because then I was busy in teaching. So all my energies would go there. And, my passion would be on a side. And at that time also, I did not have so much of house help. Now I have so much of house help. So I have all the time in the world to pursue my passion. And my passion is teaching.
So tell me, that brings me into the question that how is it now versus earlier when you were teaching in a classroom? And now you've got this whole platform. And first of all, tell me, how did you decide to do it on YouTube?
Okay, actually, I retired in 2014, and I was still teaching after that.
Yeah.
Then I joined this Gyanadhar Welfare Society, and I was going to the park and teaching the kids there. Then I also became a Shri Shri Sanskar Kendri teacher of the art of living. So
Okay.
uh, we used to go to a center and we would take classes there, we would be teaching through shlokas, games, and stories and all. And when COVID came in 2020, Shri Shri Ravi Shankar has started this foundation Art of
Right,
Living.
right. Yeah.
So he made all this online. So we started taking classes online, and that's how I came to know about Zoom. And we started doing that. We took a lot of classes from 2020 to 2023, 24. But then, our center did not come back. The center we had
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Shalimar, we could not revive it again because of various financial reasons. So I was finding that there is a gap. What to do. Even the center of Gyanadhar, which was closest to my house, that for temporarily it was closed in March because the teacher was on leave. Now, what to do? I had joined Khayal and they had taught us how to record and all.
Okay, that's a seniors platform, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So and actually, what was the trigger was I saw somebody whom I know. I saw their videos on YouTube and they were just doing nothing, just sitting there doing live. And I thought, well, she can do it. Why not me? I mean, why shouldn't I do it? So I just thought that I would do. And an old friend whom I knew in the 90s, and we had not connected for years. Somehow he gave a call one day and I said, see, I want to record video. I don't know how to edit. And he said, what is there? I'll come and teach you. And I said, you will come to my house and teach. And he said, yes. I said, no, I'll come over. He said, no, you don't come over. You're so much senior to me. I will come over. So he came and he taught me be an editor and he taught me how to edit. So, he's a very good teacher. He also teaches maths. So the first time he only just taught me how to, edit from the beginning at the end and how to increase volume. That's all. Then, I had to add to videos. Then he taught me that. So with this much only, he told me how you can increase volume in between for a certain point and all that. I could not get the hang of it. I did not know how to, really put on thumbnails and all. So slowly I learned and I decided I'm going to put videos. So I started doing it, making videos. So many other people helped me. First, we had a box inside. We kept books and we managed to, fit our mobile in there. This is what my house help taught me because we didn't have a stand. So that it will be stable. The mobile is in between a few books.
Yeah.
So we shoot videos. Sometimes I would forget to put on the video mode. So I would just get two photographs, one of the beginning and one of the end.
Yeah.
In fact, one video I was shooting and I wrote the spelling of divisibility wrong. I was looking at it and I knew there's some wrong, but I didn't Google. There was an I missing. And after shooting the whole video, and then I realized the spelling is wrong and I could not put a wrong video once I know it. So we did the shooting again.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And then I didn't know what is the video mode and the reel mode. It asked me upload reel. So I told it, okay, upload reel.
Yeah.
And so it cut. It was like this, but it gave only the middle.
Right. I don't know all these things you're telling me.
Okay, there is a difference.
No. I mean, I'm just telling you, I know what a reel is,
If
but
you
I'm
have
just
to put
saying,
a video,
yeah,
the
the
mobile
horizontal, yeah, the
horizontal.
landscape, yeah,
And if you have to put a shot, the mobile has to be
vertical,
vertical.
yeah,
So
vertical,
I used to shoot in horizontal mode,
yeah,
but perhaps that video was less than 3 minutes. I didn't know. So
yeah.
it should upload video there. So I clicked it and I found only a bit was coming.
Okay.
So my son said, it's okay. I said, shall I delete it? He said, no, don't delete anything. It
Hmm.
only takes a second to delete. Don't worry. In fact, he made my videos in 2018.
Okay.
But his shooting was so complex. There was a camera, there was a laptop, and it was very complex. So he
Yeah.
could not continue. Obviously, he has to do his own work also.
Yeah. Vinayak, right?
Yeah, Vinayak.
He's the one who he put up the LinkedIn post where
Yes,
he's
yes. He has
sounded
his
so
own
proud, my mom is doing this. So I was like, okay, I have
yeah,
to talk to you. So I got in
yeah.
touch with
So
him. Yeah.
he had started his own company, Lazy Gardener.
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously, and another thing is I like to be independent, not dependent on somebody all the time. So, I mean, that was just two lives, and which I realized later on this year that he had not even made them public. They were not live. I mean, they
Huh.
were unlisted.
Okay.
So I didn't know that and he said, I was talking it between asking him something, and he said, just be quiet, it's live, live. I didn't know what was the meaning of live,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So, and now just I started doing it, and I would say it's God's grace, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know how to see the analytics or anything, I just post.
You're motivating me right now. I don't know all these things that you said you've learned, editing,
Yeah,
making,
but see,
yeah, it's great.
what I did, whatever I need, I learned. Like Zoom, we learned in 2020.
All
Then
of us, I think, majority of us, yeah.
Then when I told my daughter, she said, "Nahi, मैं तो Zoom I have been using since 20,
Yeah, it was there, but I think it
there,
became, huh,
but
yeah,
he didn't know."
yeah,
Then, we had a team of 4, 5 teachers. So there was another guy who would handle the Zoom and the back end, showing some photographs or playing a video. And we thought he was doing it so easily. One day he was absent and we tried to do it and it was a mess. So, I mean, everything needs uh,
practice, yeah, yeah.
practice. And now, then I even taught students in UK and US on Zoom. So even
Okay,
those children told me that, there is polypad and polymath and you can use those.
hmm,
And now I'm teaching my grandchildren and some other children in the US. So now, of course, I'm using something more. I've got a mic and I have an
yeah,
iPad. I write on iPad and I connect the screen with so I'm using Google Meet now. So
okay,
it's better to learn Google Meet because that is free. It's
yeah,
better to have a free platform rather than paying
yeah,
all the time.
yeah, yeah. That's great. No, and today also you said you just independently set up everything. Your son was offering to come and do it for you, but you
Yeah,
said,
I
I'll do it
said, see,
myself.
I mean, it's very cold here. I said, if you want to be in the meeting, that's fine. I can send you the link. He said, no, I'll just help you to set up. I said, oh, that's okay. I'll manage. I
That's
mean,
it.
the thing is, until and unless we try ourselves, we
Yeah,
won't be able to do it if we are dependent on someone all the time. So, and somehow, right from the beginning, I don't like to be dependent on anyone. I like to learn if I can. I mean, there is no harm in learning. So I like to learn. In fact, my granddaughter, she tells me how to change the screen behind and how to put something on the nose and
oh, yeah, yeah.
the background filters and all.
Yeah,
Because she does it all the time. She's 8.
yeah.
And she
Is she
tries,
the one who's given you the mug? Love you, grandma. I see
yes.
it in the videos. Yeah. Yes.
When she was born, I was there for about 5 months. So her parents actually gave it to me.
Okay.
So I don't use it very much because
Yeah.
I feel that it may not break.
Hmm.
I thought it's okay to use it. So
Yeah. Especially,
here I have set up a sort of a studio type in the sense we have space. So I've just, set up lights and other things only recently, just in December only.
okay.
So it's more convenient. Actually, there is no disturbance because when we are downstairs, I used to do it on the ground floor, where my
Yeah. Yeah.
kitchen is and everything. There's a lot of disturbance. Somebody rings the bell and also, and in fact, in many of my videos, we have all these disturbances. I would forget to put my phone on flight mode.
Yeah.
So
So many things, those hygiene factors they called. Yeah. You have to take
we
care of.
learn all
You
this, and
learn, you learn. Yeah.
I
As you
feel
go.
it is okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect.
That's true. Even I feel that. And people
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Well, if they
It's
don't
okay.
understand, it's okay. I
It's
mean,
okay.
I do these videos for myself. because I like to teach. I have, I feel I have so many things to teach, because I feel mathematics at primary, and in fact from class 5 to 8, this, the base is very weak of the students at that level. So the mathematics at that level has to be improved. And I improvise a lot of games and shortcuts, like they call it Vedic maths. This I've been teaching them since ages.
Yeah.
Shortcuts to multiply two numbers, to find the square of a number
Yeah,
ending
yeah, I saw that. Like you write
in
25 and then you
yeah.
well,
So
you multiply by the next consecutive number. Right? That's so easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
To find the
yeah.
square root. Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
so these things, now they give it the name of Vedic maths. So all these things we have been doing, and when the name is not there, it's easier to do. And I don't like the word when tricks are used, because mathematics is not tricks. I would say they are shortcuts. We
Yeah.
may not know the proof, but there is definitely a proof of why it is so. So this is a quick way of doing it.
Yeah, I like that you keep it quick and crisp, but you also give the proof later for anybody who wants to
Yeah,
know.
and also
Yeah.
there are detailed proofs if anybody is interested.
Yeah.
Nowadays, Google is there, anyone can look up. In our times, we had to, look at books and all, find books. So I have a big collection of books. So even now, in fact, when I've been clearing off and on, I could not throw many of my books. I have a
Yeah.
lot of puzzle books, recreational mathematics books, and a lot of old magazines and papers and Olympiad problem books. So I could not throw them. They are still there. So now they would be useful. I go through them because I've read them. So it's easier for me to read from them.
It is easy. I think it's still easier to, even if you're trying to look for look at something for reference, it's easier to pick up the book, go through the pages, right?
I'm a book person. We have a
Yeah.
big library.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because we have lived in that era,
Right.
having books, and rather than writing letters on paper, we can send emails.
Yeah. But you still miss that era. That's so. Tell me, you've
Yeah,
seen both eras, or many eras actually.
yeah.
So, like, even for me, like I've seen the landline era, black and white TV, no TV, and then color TV, and now cable TV, and all that we've seen so much. So, even for you, like in teaching methods, you've seen from books to libraries to now Google, and you're doing Zoom. What is the difference? Do you feel more liberated with this platform? You said that now you're following your passion. What is the difference? Like,
One thing is, if I need something, I don't have to search my books. I can quickly Google, but everything there also is not correct.
yeah, you have to verify. Yeah.
Other thing, the disadvantage is that I think children don't even try to solve it. They quickly
Right.
Google,
Yeah.
Google and get the solution. So the effort, as far as students are concerned, their effort is not there while studying. Why I would say, see, technology has advanced and it is good. I see the good side, because when I went to London in the 70s, I came only once and I phoned only once for 3 minutes. So we really were not talking. And I spent half the day to go to that place to make an international call. And all that we said was, hello, how are you? I am fine. That's it.
Yeah.
In 3 minutes, saying this to maybe half a dozen people.
Mm. Right.
Then my son went to France, in Saint Leon's. He went for a year in 2006 7. So there, at that time, phones were available, but he could not call because it was very expensive.
Yeah.
So I used to call. It was expensive, but I could spend in rupees.
Yeah.
So at least I could call him. So it
Yeah.
was much better.
Yeah.
My daughter went to US in 2009. In the beginning, it was very expensive, but now with WhatsApp and all, we can call. And
Anytime. Yeah.
so many times she doesn't pick my phone. I don't pick her phone.
Yeah.
Because we can message if we are busy. Now, what I feel is that phone has become a bit of a nuisance, in the
Mm.
sense
Yeah.
we have to have our own schedule. Without that, it is a nuisance. But of course, it's an advantage. We can connect with anyone at any time.
Yeah.
If we are in problem, we can call someone. So, like my daughter would feel, or even my son, that if I have called, that maybe it's something urgent. So I
Yeah.
say, if you're not picking up the phone, it's fine. I will call 2, 3
Again. Yeah.
if it is urgent.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it is not urgent, I won't call again. So you don't have to worry.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, there are advantages. I would say advantages are more in this connectivity
Hmm.
than disadvantages.
Yeah.
Because I
So,
have been waiting at the, say, bus stop for 2 hours
yeah.
for my brother or another family member. They could not connect with me.
Yeah.
I
I
don't,
imagine thosedays and I wonder how we manage then, you know?
yeah, but the
It's
thing is, we never
really,
worried so much.
we never worried so much.
I would
Yeah.
leave home in the morning and come in the evening. My mother would not worry. My children, if they are late from school, then we know perhaps there is something wrong with the bus. Nowadays, I think parents worry too much and they say at every step, हमें phone कर देना, हमें message कर देना.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they are not let going. So I think all the time they are worried कि पता नहीं शायद कुछ खराब हो गया होगा.
Yeah. Yeah. Picture भेज दो कहाँ पर हो, all those things. Yeah.
हाँ, why? तो आई
Yeah.
थिंक वो अगर इतना हम करेंगे तो वो एक रिस्ट्रिक्शन हो जाता है.
No, you're right. Like parents are not letting go of children, and I think children are
Yes.
also very worried about elderly parents. It's both ways.
I tell my son, my children not to worry that much.
Yeah.
Because I said, if we need you, then we'll let you know.
Of course, you're so independent
I
as
mean, all the time, if, I've gone out, if my daughter calls and I don't pick up the phone, sometimes she used to worry. I
Hmm.
tell her, maybe I'm out with a friend. Why worry? It's all
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Just believe that no message means everything is fine.
Everything is fine. No news is good news. Yeah.
Yes, no
Yeah.
news is
Yeah.
news.
But tell me, you said that the mobile phone has also become a nuisance and we need to schedule our time around it, right? So
Yes.
tell me, what is your schedule when it comes to your YouTube channel? Do you have days or mornings where you make all your content or you just do it whenever you're
Yes, no,
inspired?
I don't
Hmm.
do it at random. I don't do it every day. I shoot, you know, a few videos, reels or whatever, maybe 10, 15 even. And then, I learned this. I didn't know that I could schedule them.
Yeah.
And, on YouTube, they are private. So
Right.
they private, then I learned I can schedule them. So I would schedule them. So I would not be shooting every day. I don't shoot every day. And
Hmm.
Instagram, I didn't know first that, how you can save in the draft.
Okay.
So that was a nuisance for me quite some time. I would forget what I have
Hmm.
posted, what I have not. Then I came to know I can save it in the draft.
Okay.
So I started saving in the draft. So, and then I would just make it live,
Yeah.
share
So
it.
okay. Do you have lesson plans? Like if you were teaching a class, a normal class, so do you have lesson plans? Do you follow a syllabus or
No, no.
anything?
I'm not actually teaching a course. There are certain things which I want students should know.
Yeah.
So, and that's very close to my heart, a few topics. And I think my children are quite fed up of that. Like prime numbers, I think they are very, very important.
Yeah.
And, there is so much to know in prime numbers, in different types of numbers. Like NCRT books are excellent. Everything is given there. But children don't really study them. Like
Hmm.
even plus even is always even into even is even into these things we use, even into odd will always give you odd. And these concepts are used. So I love prime numbers. So I have made some videos on prime numbers. I love divisibility tests. They are very useful always. So though they are taught in class 5 and then children don't use them.
Yeah.
So I have made some videos on divisibility tests. Like there was no divisibility test is not taught of 7. So many people don't know that there is one. So there is a divisibility test of 7.
Can you explain even, I mean, for people
Divisibility
like
test
me,
of, yeah, yeah.
what is a divisibility
Okay,
test?
divisibility means whether you're given, say, like you are given the number as 25. By which
Okay.
number is it divisible?
Okay.
When you divide it, if you get a remainder, we say it is not divisible. if you don't get a remainder or the remainder is 0.
Like it's divisible by 5, 25.
Yeah, 25 is divisible by 5. It is
Yeah.
divisible by 25.
Yeah.
Divisible by 1, but it is not divisible by 3.
Right.
Because when we divide it by 3, we get
There's
a
a remainder, huh?
Yeah. So, rather than actually dividing, if my number was 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's a big number.
Yeah.
I want to know, is it divisible by 2 or not? So I don't have to actually divide it. You just have to look at the unit digit. If the unit digit is even, that means it is 0,
1.
4,
Huh.
6, or 8, even.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
it is
So,
divisible. So
okay.
you don't have to, the number can
Okay.
be very large, but without actually dividing, you can just check whether the number is divisible by a particular number or not. Divisible means it gives a remainder of 0.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
So
KG,
easy. Yeah.
he had said odd even. People didn't know. I was surprised. Didn't know odd even. You have to look at the unit digit. If it is odd, then the whole number is odd. If it is even, the number is even. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't blame now when I come to think of it कि उन्होंने नहीं किया ना ऑड इवन नंबर क्या होता है तो उनको नहीं पता
Yeah. Yeah.
कैसे चेक करेंगे कि नंबर ऑड है या इवन है आई वाज टोल्ड उससे कि अगर कोई भी डिजिट इवन हो जाए बीच में जैसे नंबर है 1 2 3
Kejriwal should have employed you to do this. Teach
नहीं नहीं
people.
एक्सपीरियंस किया
When
होगा
he was
फिर
chief minister. Yeah.
पर
Uh,
आई मीन एनी मैथ्स टीचर एनीवन वुड नो
yeah. Yeah. I'm just.
लोगों को नहीं पता
लोगों
पर
को नहीं पता. Yeah. You can't blame them. Yeah.
But I came to know this, so then I was thinking about it. And I said, yeah, it's possible. Na? Nahi pata. I mean, there are so many other things in other fields which I would not know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's fine.
तो
So
आपने yeah, tell me.
these tests are used in mathematics throughout. In class 6, 7, 8, 9, when they're doing so many things. So there's a lot of application of them. But what happens, they're just taught in class 5. They get questions in the exam on that, and that is the end. They
Yeah.
don't use them. So that is the problem. Yeah, you were saying something.
I was saying that, you started in April 2025.
Yes, I started
So it's been about,
mid-April 2025. Yeah, this year only.
okay. And that you started with maths shorts, and that's reached.
No, I started with maths videos, and I didn't know there's anything like shorts or reels or whatever. So once it just said upload shorts, then I came to know why is it like this. Then slowly I came to know that below 3 minutes, it's a short, and so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And that has 113,000 subscribers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
when I had 201 subscribers, 201 was my college roll number when I studied in college. So
Okay.
I said I want to celebrate by getting a pizza because I'm very fond of pizza. And somebody had come to my house and he said, why at 200? This is no number. I said, no, I want to celebrate at 201 only. So we celebrated by having a pizza. But after that, I've never celebrated.
Oh, but YouTube, I can see at the back, right? The YouTube sent you that plaque, the trophy.
Yeah,
When
that
you
is
crossed 100,000
yeah,
subscribers.
100,000.
Yeah, yeah. So that is a celebration also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have 189,000 followers on Instagram. So
Okay.
that's great. And your son had put up, Vinayak, when he put up the post, I was just looking at it again today. And he said that when you started, you were getting hardly 40, 49 views on your videos.
Yeah,
But you just carried on. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't bother about the views, because somehow what I feel is that even if one person has benefited by seeing my video, or they have not benefited, I have benefited because I've shared, and it's going to be there. So if someone benefits, even if one person benefits, it's fine. Mary Curie is not born every day. In
Yeah.
fact, when we got this scholarship, so they had asked the chief of CBSE that why are you giving this scholarship to girls? They are just going to get married. And what is the use? They may not pursue higher
Yeah.
studies or research and all. And this is what he said, that if a girl gets it and a girl studies, the whole family gets educated.
Very true.
So it's fine. And Mary Curie are not born every day. So that is his words I have taken, and I feel it is true. So in my class, when I used to teach, even if one student would be present, I would take the class for the full duration. Because I would say, why penalize the student who has come? Because of those who have not come. In college, you don't have to attend every lecture. It's lecture wise. So maybe the other students had some work, they are not coming to the class. But the person who has come, their time should be valued. So even if one student is present, I would teach for the full duration on the blackboard.
That is such a good work ethic, really. Even today, if you're holding a webinar or teaching online, it's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, like many people say when they have a webinar, let us wait for those who have not come.
Yeah.
I ask, what about those who have come? So you don't value the time of those people who are punctual. In fact, when we used to take the Shri Sanskar Kendra
Yeah.
classes, so some of my co-teachers, it was not that one teacher would take.
Yeah.
It would be 3-4 teachers taking, and they would say, like the class would be at 11 to 1. So at 11, they would say, let us wait for those. Abhi sirf 4 log aaye hain. And I would say, no. Let us start. We can start with Om chanting.
Yeah, but start.
Start. And don't say that we are waiting for those who have not come. And it had such an effect that once the class has started, and those children who are coming, the parents would feel that the child is late.
Yeah.
If we don't start the class, because these were children from 6 to 13 years of age. So the parents would not know that the class has started. But when they see that Om chanting is going on, now the Om chanting, we can even do for 5 minutes if we want to wait for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And those who have come, they don't feel that the class did not start on time.
Yeah.
So one very important thing for me is time. Valuing time.
Yeah. That's
not
wonderful.
only my time, but the other person's
Other
time.
person's time. Yeah.
So
That's
even for
wonderful.
I came at 7:45 for the 8 o'clock.
Oh, you came 7:45. Okay.
Yeah, I came at 7:45. I was sitting up. I
Yeah.
tried to log in, and I thought I've not logged in, but you told me I was already logged in.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got a notification, so I was then I logged in also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to log in, but I couldn't see that I'm logged in.
Okay, okay.
Because
That's
obviously I could not join until
I started it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. So tell me, for your channel I know that it's for children, of course, but it's also for adults, right? So
Yeah,
what is the
it's for-
response that you get?
What type of response do I
What
get?
type of response? Yeah, do you have adults also coming to you or,
Yes.
sending you comments,
I don't know
feedback?
what age group they are. There are
Yeah.
many adults who are, show the puzzles and all to the children. And the puzzles are interesting. Any adult also can do it.
Yeah.
So it's not just for anyone who is interested in mathematics, are not pursuing mathematics, but they have interest in. There are people who come and say, oh, I found math so hard. And now through your, videos, I find it's quite interesting. And I wish I had a teacher like this. But I can understand teachers have to cover the syllabi. So,
they don't have time. Yeah.
They can't spend time on these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, students may not understand that, but, teachers have to stick to a certain schedule.
Yeah.
But certain things like, which I had in school, was in the first 5 minutes, we used to have mental maths every day. And in mental maths, it was actually mental. The teacher would ask us to write 1 to 10 question number. She would speak the question twice, listen and answer. So it's like a maths comprehension. So there can be small questions, or it can be multiplication tables or finding whatever topic is going on. So that way we had this ability to listen, comprehend, and then write. Like when we go to a shopkeeper, we don't have a paper and pencil to do the calculations.
Yeah.
We have to do the calculations orally. So that skill is developed. But nowadays that is not developed. So whenever I teach, even when I teach children at home or otherwise, because students are generally weak in tables. And if they don't know tables, a lot of the calculations will go wrong. They'll not be able to see through the calculations.
Yeah.
I do 10 questions of, tables. And I tell them if they learn even one table every day, like you have to learn tables up to 20.
Yeah.
In 20 weeks, not one table every day, sorry, one table every week.
Every week. Yeah. That makes it
So
easier.
in 20 weeks, you'll know your whole tables. And in fact, to small children, I even tell them the table of 0 and the table of 1.
Yeah. Well, tell
Generally,
me, yeah, Dr. Asha, you said something interesting in the beginning. You said maths is a language.
yes.
So, can you
The
explain?
language, we have our own notation. Like if I say that 3 divides 12. So we don't write 3 divides, we don't write the word divide. We have this vertical line. So
Yeah.
we write 3, then a vertical line, and 12. So this means 3 divides 12. So we don't have to write so much. And then, like for all, we use this word for all a lot in classes 10, 11, 12 when we are doing sets. So it's an inverted A. So rather than writing for all, we just write the inverted A. That means for all.
Yeah.
There exists is the inverted E, ulta E, stands
Hmm.
for there exists.
Right.
Therefore and because, I mean, it's very common, it's used in lower classes for therefore a dot
Yeah.
and a triangle. An inverted triangle is because. So we use a lot of these symbols, and it is a universal language. You don't need so much of English or any other language. Just by symbols and other things, you can understand. When I was in college, I did French
Yeah.
for 2 years. But when I was doing my PhD, there were some papers which I got, and they were in French. And I had forgotten my French. But because of the mathematics and there were few words. And I just saw the meaning of those words. I could understand the whole papers. There were 4, 5 papers which I read in French. So that was very useful. Nowadays, of course, you have Google and you put it there and you get the translation.
Yeah.
But that is where I use my French.
Using maths.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because people used to tell me, why are you doing French also? At undergrad, it was an extra thing which I used to do. And my classes were from 8 to 9:30. So I had to leave at 7 in the morning. But in school, because I was Hindi speaking, they did not let me take French. And so I was determined that whenever I get an opportunity, I am going to learn French. Because they did not allow me. They said, no, French is not for Hindi speaking children. It's only for those. Because in Convent of Jesus and Mary, we had children who were non-Hindi speaking.
But in fact, certain languages are easier to learn. I think like German, if you know Hindi, it's
Yeah, but
easier
they did
actually.
not
Yeah.
offer it. I mean,
Yeah.
that was their policy.
Okay, that's the
Because,
policy. That's fine.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
in the 50s and 60s. So that was in their policy. Maybe they didn't have too many teachers. Now I can understand. They didn't want too many students.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, of course, nowadays in school, they ask you to learn a foreign language. But I feel that instead of a foreign language, they should ask them to study an Indian language, other
Hmm.
than Hindi,
That's true.
state
Yeah.
language, regional language.
Yeah. So tell me, Dr. Asha, this sense of purpose, is needed at every age, every stage of life. So what about your contemporaries, other professors, other teachers, your age group? Are they also inspired by you? Are they similarly
Well,
active?
I think they are
Yeah.
inspired in their own way, because at this stage, I think what we need is we need to do something which we could not do because of various other responsibilities in our own time. So one of my friends, she loves dogs. She was a chemistry professor. And after retirement, she just looks after dogs, sterilizes them in her locality, feeds them and all. And I mean, another friend of mine, she wants to roam about the world. She did not have that much of opportunity when she was working. And it was not easy at that time. Nowadays, there are so many tours available. You just pay and they take care of everything.
Yeah.
So her ambition is that, she has to go to every continent.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, every continent. Her Africa continent is left. So she
Okay.
wants to go to South Africa once it was cancelled. I told her to go to Nigeria or some other place. She says, no, they're not that good. She doesn't want to go to these. They have,
Yeah, yeah.
tours for wildlife and all, no?
Right, right.
Not interested in that.
Okay.
So everybody has their own passion. And most of them are pursuing it, maybe not just studies.
Yeah, whatever it is, but you're
Yeah,
pursuing your
whatever it
passion
is.
and yeah.
Like I wanted to learn calligraphy. I never got an opportunity. So I
Okay.
started learning and I started doing Zen tangles and all. But now, since April and later on, I really don't have time.
Yeah, and you got two channels now, right? The math shorts and the longer videos.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
separated them because what I realized that the audience for shorts and long videos is totally different. And, recently I went to a conference with Meta and Zocha, and I came to know that their algorithm is different for reels and for, stories and other things. So,
Okay.
same thing must be with YouTube. So, how it works, I don't know, because since I have so many subscribers, they don't probably show it to all my subscribers. So that's why I just, made two channels, one just for long videos and just one just for shorts.
Yeah,
So
it makes
long
sense.
videos,
Yeah.
I think I don't have, I think maybe 500 subscribers or
Yeah, I
something.
think 529. But you've just started, right? I don't think it's
Yeah,
even a
just
month.
a
Huh?
few weeks ago.
Yeah.
When I realized, so I separated them.
November, I think you started, right?
Yes, November.
And
So
29th November, I can
as
say.
you were
Yeah.
asking me, how do I
Huh.
do? I knew during Diwali I would be busy. So
Yeah.
I had scheduled my shorts
Okay.
for Diwali, and then we were going out for a holiday. So I scheduled my shorts before only, so that at least there should be one short coming up every day. And I had, there were too many, so I had even done two per day or something.
Okay. Tell me, what is your advice? Because I also come across people, who want to start. And what we were talking, in the beginning, that things don't have to be perfect. So, what do you want to tell
Yeah,
other teachers who want to get started, but they're wondering, I don't like, you've learned about camera angles and things like that. So, how should they start? What?
just start. There is no other way.
Hmm.
Honestly, let me tell you, when I got married, I did not know cooking. I had not entered the kitchen.
Yeah.
Not a nice thing to say, but that is what it was.
Yeah.
And now, if I ask for any recipe, they'll say masaldani mein jo masale hain, sare dal do, and I could not understand.
Yeah.
I would say, "What? Why are you so vague? Ki sare dal do. You tell me exactly
Which
what."
one? Which
Oh,
exact one?
yeah. So slowly by experience. Now, obviously, they cannot tell. I mean, फिर वो बता देती थी ये है डाल लो, पर कितनी क्वांटिटी किसकी?
हाँ, because everything is अंदाज से ना. So,
हाँ,
yeah.
तो आपको वो करना पड़ेगा ना ट्राई.
Yeah.
तो ऐसे ही इसमें कि भाई परफेक्ट वीडियो आए. सो मेनी टाइम्स इट हैपेंस व्हेन आई एम शूटिंग, बाहर गली में, यू नो स्कूटर कार इज गोइंग, और दैट द कूड़े वाला ट्रक, इट रिंग्स द बेल. तो व्हाट कैन आई डू? मुझे तो
Yeah.
एक्चुअली सुनाई नहीं देता है. टचवुड माय कंसंट्रेशन इज सच that if I am working or studying, I can't hear anything. I mean, ये शुरू से ही है.
Yeah.
तो मुझे नहीं सुनाई देता. कोई आ जाता है घर में, बेल बजा रहा है, तो अब सारा थोड़ी छोड़ देंगे. यू कैन नॉट गेट अ परफेक्ट एनवायरमेंट.
Yeah.
जस्ट स्टार्ट एंड स्लोली वन वुड लर्न. दैट इज हाउ वी डॉट. बच्चा चलना जब सीखता है तो कितनी बार गिरता है.
Yeah.
एंड सी, इफ पीपल डोंट लाइक योर वीडियोज, इट्स फाइन. I mean, we are not, I don't make them for people to give me comments or give me likes or even subscribe to my channel. So since I think I was not concentrating on that, it came.
Yes.
And if I would have been working on that, I don't know whether it would have come or not.
Yeah, because you're focusing on your content, right? And
Yeah,
there's a
see, I
pure
have so
intent
much,
to it.
yeah, to share. So I mean, I have so much of content. The only challenge which comes is because as teachers, we keep on repeating. We are supposed to repeat.
Yeah.
But in a video, we can't. A reel hai.
3 minute के रील में you can't repeat, yeah.
One should not repeat. This is what I have been
एक
told.
मिनट का रील, सॉरी, शॉर्ट इज में
हाँ,
बोलूंगा, हाँ.
नहीं, रील 3 मिनट तक हो सकता है, देन
अच्छा, ओके.
जैसे कि वो चले जाते हैं लोग.
अच्छा.
That is not my problem. I then they say it has to be your problem. You have to learn
Yeah.
how to, shoot, and make videos.
You
So
prepare beforehand? Do you practice what you're going to say before you come in
no,
front
I
of camera?
don't. I can't practice because as a teacher, it comes naturally, and whatever I practice, I'm not able to say that
Okay.
because mathematics is my subject.
Yeah.
So, there are maybe 10 ways of saying the same thing. So when I'm in a flow, I would just say in whatever way it comes to my mind.
Do you
So
feel, Dr. Asha, that more teachers should come on YouTube and teach students
yeah,
like you? Yeah, like there's so much wealth of knowledge waiting to be shared,
yes, they
really.
can come, they can teach, they can share the knowledge and, give whatever they have.
Yeah, of
That would
course.
be good.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
what they can also do is those who are teaching in school, if they make videos of their content, what they are teaching.
yeah,
This came to my mind just now only as
yeah,
I was talking to you. Then, if a child has missed their class, she can or he can go to the YouTube and learn.
yeah.
Or if they have not followed something, she can see the videos again and go through them because video you can see as many times.
Anytime, yeah, and as many times, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be very helpful for them, but perhaps they may not have that much of time that teaching in school, looking after the
Yeah,
kids,
yeah, yeah.
and
But
then
that's what I'm saying. Like teachers like you have the time, so it's a wealth of information that they can share online.
but I don't like to make, though I want to, but I feel there is so much of, data and matter and videos already available.
Yeah,
How does one decide what to watch? Which is correct and which is not correct? I came across a video which was incorrect. There was a mistake, and there were hundreds of comments that
pointing out the
were
mistake.
wrong.
Okay.
Yes. And, many people were saying that you take off the video, but that person did not remove the video.
Because he was getting, or he or she was getting
I
views.
don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
he was not even looking at it.
yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
So the thing is that the content is not monitored.
Yeah,
So how does one know what to follow and
yeah.
what not to follow?
That's why we need more genuine creators, really.
Yeah, but how would
Especially
anyone know that
someone
this?
with your pedigree, you've been a professor, so somebody like that, more people like you.
So I don't want to see if I have to create content like all the questions of NCRT are solved.
No, no, no.
I
That's
don't want
like you
to,
said, the regular teachers are doing. For you, I
yeah,
think from what I can see is you're inculcating that love of maths and what you
yes,
say
that
in
is
your
what I
video,
want.
what you say
See,
in your
they have
video.
to study. People will say
Yeah,
give shortcuts or yaad nahi karna padega. See, how do you know that 2 times 3 is 6? End of the day, you have to learn.
yeah,
Yeah, you can know the meaning, you can explain the meaning that 2 times 3, what does it mean? Two groups of three each or three groups of two each and all that.
yeah,
After that, they have to learn. There is no other way. And only when you know your tables and some other facts very well can you see through the solution. When
yeah,
you
yeah. The foundation has to be there.
The foundation has to be strong, and especially from class 5 to 8.
Yeah,
If it is strong in these four classes, then 9, 10, 11, 12 is smooth sailing. And I would say, don't worry about the marks. The marks will follow.
hmm.
Whatever you may do, you shoo them away, they will still come. If you're writing correctly, don't study for a particular teacher. Many students say कि ये टीचर मेरे को नंबर नहीं देगी. ऐसे ही करना है.
Right.
But when you are in a board exam or otherwise, you don't know who is going to check. If it is correct, anyone would give marks.
Yeah,
So don't study for a particular teacher. Study what is correct. Write what is correct.
yeah,
So marks will follow. No
Maths will
problem.
follow, marks will follow. Yeah. So, Dr. Asha, it's been so nice speaking to you. Just one thing, for people at every age, even me, we have that fear of maths,
Oh,
that
you
one
are
has.
very young.
I
Yeah.
am not so young.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but wrong thing to say, I guess. There's no young and old, I suppose, really.
Yes.
Yeah. But, tell me that fear of maths that people have, what message do you have for people like that?
I think one thing is that everybody says maths के में तो full marks आने ही चाहिए.
Yeah.
Marks really don't matter. शुरू
No, I
से
mean even for adults, like someone like me, I
for
watch your
someone
videos,
like what
I
must
watch
have
your
happened.
videos, but I'm like, oh, okay, it's maths, I won't understand. पहले ही मुझे लग रहा है, then I watch it and
हाँ,
ये तो
तो
आसान
पहले ही
है.
पहले ही उसका ना ये सोचना चाहिए ठीक है वो मैथ्स नहीं है स्कूल वाला. See what happens in school, the teachers and even the parents, they say maths में तो full आने चाहिए.
Yeah,
But that is not true. जितना आप पढ़ोगे उतना ही तो आएगा ना. और at times what happens, children start fearing maths because of the marks that they are not scoring. So
yeah,
they don't see the basics. Parents also don't understand. They just send them coaching. And in the coaching class, there are students of all level. So if there are students who are doing very well, there are some students who are not doing that well. So
yeah,
obviously those students who are not doing well, they are compared to when that child can do, why can't you? Every child takes their own time to digest and understand. So like I take time to digest things, anything, when I have to, and until and unless I try it myself, I won't be able to do it. Like today, I thought I mean, what is there? I have a meeting ID and all. I'll just log in. What will happen? Otherwise you will call me and say you have not logged in, and you will guide me. See,
yeah,
this is what I thought, that
yeah,
if I not able to log in, obviously you will call that I have not logged in.
yeah,
So one should be willing to work. Hard work is there in anything, any subject or any work that you do. One has to work hard. One has to learn how to do it. Even when the mobiles came, we had to learn how to use so many features. I still don't know. I keep on learning new features of the mobile every day. When I
yeah.
was making these videos, I had somebody shooting for me. My house help son came, and I didn't know you could pause a video in between. He told
Oh,
me about this pause button.
okay.
I only knew that if you shoot, then you cut. I
Yeah,
did not know that, start a bit late so that editing becomes easier. And when you end, just be quiet for some time and then switch off the button so that editing becomes easier. So I learned by practice. Now he
hmm,
taught me how I can use the pause button also. When the video is on, you pause it
yeah,
and start it again. I didn't know.
yeah,
So many, I mean, children tell me when I was in college, the students would say, ma'am, let us take a picture. If I would
hmm,
tell them the assignment, let
yeah,
us click a pic. I used to forget.
yeah,
Now I click a pic very often. They taught me. This was in between 2012, 13 and all, just before I retired. So those children at that time, they would teach us a lot of things. So every day we have things to learn.
yeah.
So, one needs to work. It's not that one gets full marks, but there is no shortcut to hard work.
Yeah, and I think what you said, no, that enthusiasm to learn has to be.
And everybody needs different amount of hard work. See, when we take a cup of tea, somebody says no sugar. Somebody says half teaspoon is enough. Somebody says one, somebody says two. A person who takes two with one, they say कि मीठी नहीं है.
Yeah,
तो हार्डवर्क मतलब सबका वेरी करता है तो वो
yeah, yeah,
हार्डवर्क ऑल्सो वेरीज. Somebody can do the work in 10 minutes, somebody else can maybe do in 20 minutes. So one thing is you have to write and practice. You have to do the questions yourself and you have to mull over them. You have to think and just let them absorb. So that will help if one does that. And not go to Google immediately for the solution.
yeah. First think. Yeah,
Yes, try to solve it yourself. So whenever I teach, I always check their solution till where you have done. If there is no mistake, till there, then I will show them how, your method is also correct. Even if it is very long, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the students just stop one step before,
Yeah.
or their answer is not in the form which is given in the book. It is correct. So that is also fine. So hard work, consistency is needed. And we have to do it every day. Now, one more thing I would like to say is that people think weekends are not for studies. I would say weekends are exactly for studies for students, that whatever they were not able to cover up during the week, they can cover that up in the weekend. Or holidays are not for studies. So the day they are not studying, they should not eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, weekends we want more food. So why not more studies?
Yeah.
In the sense that, if for school or college, you are spending 6 hours a day. So why can't you do that 6 hours a day over in the weekend? You don't have to go. Your travel time is reduced. So you can work even more. And the holidays, the summer break that we get, the winter break that we get, that is for studies.
Yeah. But
As is
that sounds quite unfair, no? I was telling my nephew this time in summer holidays, I said, stop studying. Do
no, why?
read storybooks. I was telling him.
नहीं नहीं तो
Yeah.
वो भी तो स्टोरी बुक पढ़े, दैट इज
Huh.
ऑल्सो स्टडिंग,
Yeah.
ठीक है, उसका नॉलेज बढ़ेगा ना.
Yeah.
इट डिपेंड्स वो किस क्लास में है. इफ
Class
द
eight.
चाइल्ड,
Eight. Yeah.
तो देन ही कैन कवर अप द क्लास 9 syllabus in the
Yeah, but I found that like so unfair.
नहीं देखो, व्हेन यू आर ए स्टूडेंट
Yeah,
यू हैव टू बी डेडिकेटेड और
dedicated.
तपस्या
Yeah.
करनी
So I was
पड़ती.
wrong, basically. I realize now.
नहीं, I feel because this is how we were, brought up. Like you
Yeah.
would say कि story book पढ़े, that is fine.
Yeah.
So that is in a way studying. ना story book पढ़नी है.
Huh.
तो
No, because the
उसका
rest of the year it's like, oh, I've got exams, I've got studies.
नहीं,
At least
तभी
summer holidays you read. Huh.
नहीं नहीं वो भी पढ़े, पर वो भी करे. लाइक माय ब्रदर यूज्ड टू मेक मी, ही वुड गिव अ बुक कि इसको आप कॉपी करो. इंग्लिश की बुक है कोई, तो इन अ वे वी आर राइटिंग, वी आर इम्प्रूविंग आर
Yeah.
राइटिंग, वी आर लर्निंग न्यू वर्ड्स. इट्स
Yeah.
नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू आर रीडिंग द टेक्स्ट बुक.
Yeah.
तो
But you're still learning, studying in a way.
यस,
Yeah.
सो वो ना स्टडीज को मार्क्स और क्लास के हिसाब से, सी इफ यू आर टेलिंग हिम टू रीड स्टोरी बुक, दैट इज गुड ना.
Yeah.
उसकी वोकैबुलरी बढ़ेगी,
Yeah.
इंग्लिश बढ़ेगी. तो अगर उसका कोई सब्जेक्ट वीक है, उस पे भी वो कंसंट्रेट कर सकता है ना, एक्स्ट्रा बुक्स पढ़ सकता है.
Yeah. That's
इट्स नॉट
true. That is
नेसेसरी
true.
कि
Yeah. You can read on any topic. Yeah.
यस, सो द नॉलेज इंक्रीजेस. पर ये नहीं है ना कि किताब को हाथ ही नहीं लगाना,
हाँ, वो नहीं है.
वो नहीं है.
Yeah.
और खेले,
It's what you're making me realize, because in our time, studies were a pain, it's something you run away from. And what you're saying is that, you have a love for a subject and
या
fear should go away.
सी
Yeah. And not for
have
marks.
to love studies. Like
Yeah.
one of my students was asking, she comes to me, she has been coming since class 4 and now she's in 12th, that I want to earn a lot of money and she doesn't know how to earn money. I said, it is so simple. You do your 11th and 12th well, you score good marks.
Yeah.
पता नहीं है मुझे क्या करना है, कुछ नहीं करना, अभी 12th करनी है.
Yeah.
है ना, उसके बाद जो कोर्स करना है करना है.
Next you think, yeah.
But to earn money, you have to do a job
Yeah.
or a business or whatever. So you have to study. Even if you're doing a business, then also one has to study. So in a way, you are actually telling him कि textbooks भूल जाओ
Huh.
और पढ़ो.
No, what I'm realizing from what you're saying is that, when you're not studying for marks. So,
Yeah.
it's that love for learning and,
Yes.
that is a good thing. And I think children have that actually.
Yes. So
Yeah.
the main thing is, like before April, I was, finding puzzles, solving them on my own. But
Yeah.
in a way, there was no direction. I was doing it just for myself. And sometimes I would share it with some people, with some of my friends and with my children.
Yeah.
But now I have a direction that I have to share it on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I try to even simplify it. If the explanation is difficult, then I try to simplify it so that a layman should understand. A non-maths person should be able to
Yeah.
understand, not use a lot of mathematical terms.
Yeah, no, you're right. There's a complete shift in thinking, because we always studied maths just to pass in the exam.
No,
That's
no.
what it was.
And
So,
another big thing
yeah.
with maths and
I
science.
remember my father would take leave, from office just to teach me before the exam.
नहीं
And
नहीं,
yeah,
एग्जाम से
so
पहले दिन तो पढ़ना ही नहीं है. And for maths and science, what happens, whatever you've done in the previous class, that is also needed.
yeah,
तो क्लास 10 में 10th तक का पूरा मैथ्स चाहिए.
yeah, right.
हाँ, तो वो नहीं बच्चों को आता है ना.
Yeah, so the foundation has to be strong. Yeah,
साइंस में भी वही बात है.
yeah,
So that is the basic difference.
yeah. So they should watch your videos. Really.
Well, if they would
Even I should.
like,
People like me, that's what I'm saying. At every age, it's not just for
yeah.
children, adults, anybody. So maybe we can rediscover,
I used to watch these videos and they would say कि money इतना अगर correct कर लोगे तो 10 rupees या 100 rupees मिलेंगे. That part I don't like. Again, they are associating with the price or with money.
yeah.
So the fun of the subject goes away.
Fun should be there. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Asha. And I hope from, 113,000 today, it goes up to 1 million subscribers.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
But I think it's just God's grace and people like you who are following and seeing the videos. My thanks to all of you. And it was so lovely talking to you. You took me back to my good old days, as they say.
Yeah, no, my pleasure completely.
I'm enjoying it completely now, though I don't have to. I mean, I miss my students, but that's fine. The one-to-one interaction, the face interaction I miss. But with this podcast, it is there with you.
Yeah.
I was quite amazed when you told me that we can do it on, Zoom. I didn't know how it could be done. So I've learned something new.
Oh, I'm glad I could teach you something new.
So I think I learn from everyone.
Yeah.
And anyone can learn from anyone. My house help and all, these children teach me a lot. They are young girls. So they teach me a lot, even on phone and all.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Wonderful note to end on. Thank you.
Thank you so much.